Hi, I'm Dina Leifer, a translator from French and Italian, and I'd like to read an extract from a short story I translated by Sandrine Kao. It's called bleue du voyage, or Journey at Dusk. And it's in this anthology, Odyssey, published by Alma Books, edited by Daniel Hahn. And in it, the main character, Blanche, is visiting her parents' home country for the first time. She's a French teenager of Asian heritage. Stop! We're getting off! Aunt Mii's voice interrupts her musing. You absolutely must see the night market, and we must stop and eat there. Blanche sighs. Her stomach is still churning from the pre-packed food she gulped down on the plane. But when will we get there? I want to put my bags down. Blanche fights her way through the people. The roller case trips passers-by. The backpack catches on funny-shaped fruit on the stalls. The oboe case handles are dripping with sweat from her hands, and her remaining bag slips off her shoulder. Blanche groans with irritation, but at the same time she recognises some foods. Tropical fruit that she's hardly ever tasted, fragrant delicacies her mother prepared on special occasions. She is thirsty. She wants to bite into a fruit. The small boy stamps his feet. His little hand clasps a fruit on a stall. Don't you help yourself. Mii's going to buy some. She pays for a bag of fruit. She gives one to the child, another to Blanche. Blanche bites into it. It's sweet, juicy, refreshing. She wants to say thank you, but Aunt Mii has already turned her back. She is collecting another bag from the next stall. A familiar smell tickles her nostrils. Little filled buns, cooking in a large barrel. Blanche is reminded of standing at the stove with her mother a few years ago. You cook bread in the oven, Blanche had said. Not these you don't, her mother retorted. Here, taste. It's white and soft. And what is that brown stuff inside it? Yuck. Blanche had hurt her mother's feelings. Actually, she hadn't found it at all bad. Quite the opposite. She had just been a bit fixed in her ideas. But then, cooking did not interest her. She was uncomfortable in her own skin, did not know what she ought to love or hate. She followed her friends' tastes to fit in. Would Aurélie have liked those salty brioche-style rolls? Very probably not. Aurélie had never asked about Blanche's background. She'd never been able to point to Blanche's country on a map. Blanche sits down. Bag, pack, oboe, all propped against her. She cradles the little brioche and blows on it to cool its centre. Have you tasted them before? Everyone eats them here. It's the poor person's meal. You can get a roll for a penny. During the war, they made them with no filling. Next to her, the child had already swallowed his whole roll in a few mouthfuls. He demands a second. No, otherwise you won't eat your dinner tonight. Yeah, the kid scowls, his voice getting more and more insistent. Yeah, he's bellowing now. Blanche tries to ignore the screams jarring her right eardrum. She bites into the bun and rediscovers the taste of that spice on the roof of her mouth, the same as in her mother's rolls. She would have liked to go back and ask the name of that spice, the one with such a subtle flavour. When she joins me with Dad, I'll ask her, she promises herself.